World, Mr. M back again. Another market breakdown. Interesting day. Some pairs got the volume anticipated, some didn't. We finally got that CPI number that everybody was anticipating. You can see the market was kind of drifting upwards, but still kind of moving sideways in this range as we anticipated the number. Um, the August CPI was plus 2.9%, which is the highest inflation rate since January 2025, um, showing that it's accelerating. Investors are cautious at this point, and are starting to price in a potential rate cut. Uh, some of the pairs reacted, which is interesting because we've been getting abysmal data, especially with the jobs number, and now we're showing signs that inflation is still rising, yet the stock market is still rising. So we can only assume that the market's pricing it in, or some shenanigans are going on. The report is not exactly a disaster, but the upward trend in inflation is a mild negative for the market. So we'll see just what happens. All right, so as you can see here, we broke out of that range on US 30 with a nice bullish engulfing candle, a lot of volume there. Same thing with S&P 500, created an all-time high, tagging into this TP1 on that previous month extension. NASDAQ, I was anticipating a little bit more volume. This was the trade that I was actually in. I didn't necessarily have a formidable entry on the other two indices, but I never got the volume in the full breakout above this level of resistance. However, we did close above this level of resistance. Bitcoin, same thing. We did have the previous day where our star came in on a daily time frame. We did continue to have some bullish momentum, trading from 13 now into about 114,500 settling here. Next target around 16K, 116K, excuse me. ETH, finally getting that volume and closing above this 38.2 price rejection area. Next target potentially this level of resistance here to the high. Would like to see more of a solid close above this area to the left and this previous day high. GBP USD, bullish day. We got a star on our daily time frame, and then we end up filling this wick in this range. We could see continuation until this level of resistance. Euro USD, got that bullish momentum at this level of resistance. We would need to close a break and above this level of resistance for a continuation to the upside. GJ, bullish momentum as well, ended up closing above this level previous day high, with this wick in this range that could potentially be filled back into the 200 and then this level of resistance. CAD's on an absolute tear. It's just been going crazy. As you can see, just straight up bullishness. The CAD is getting demolished right now, and AUD is just capitalizing. Gold. All right, starting the trade in this somewhat of a daily range. We did have some buyers here that caused and created this wick. Now we are potentially closing above this EMA where we could continue to see upside or more downside below this key level here at $3,625 an ounce. So it would be interesting to see if we close higher on gold or we end up going lower as profit taking enters the market. Oil was a little bit early this week on oil pullbacks from this level of resistance. As you can see, we traded above this area, these previous highs, and then we dumped off as the data came into the market today. So a very strong bearish engulfing candle on a daily time frame. I'm anticipating that we could see this level of support back down below $62 a barrel, back into 61 for this level of support. And if we get enough momentum, we can potentially start breaking into the 60s a barrel. All right. So we'll see you on the next one. Don't be afraid to join our Discord, see what we got to offer. It's a great community, and we'll see you in the next one.